Hello everyone, my name is Ryan Stark and I am the Product Training Coordinator at WellnessLiving. With this new feature, clients and staff on behalf of clients will have the functionality to choose a default credit card or ACH payment method for memberships and session passes that have recurring payments. Okay, so to show the functionality of this improvement, what I want to do is I want to go to a client's profile. So I'm going to go up to search, and then I'm going to look under recently viewed, and I'm going to select Robert as the client, right? So now that we're on Robert's profile, what I want to do is actually navigate down right here to account. I'm going to open that up. And then from here, what I want to do is go into billing and account balance. Once there, I'm just going to scroll down under save credit cards. And you can see that there is a save MasterCard and a save Visa. And what you will also see is it says default at the top. And if you notice, there is an on-off slider button on both of these for default payment method. So I can choose which one I want. So right now I'm signed in as a staff member. So I could make this selection on behalf of the client if the client wanted me to do so. So say maybe they wanted to use their Visa instead as the default payment method. I could click on that. You'll have this confirmation required pop-up come up. And then you can click on OK. And then you'll see that there is a successful change made, right? So you're gonna get the pop-up for that. So we can do that. In addition, if that client had ACH set up on their account, or ACH account set up on their profile, we would also see this same option for it to select a default payment method. So that would be available for ACH accounts as well. So I'm just going to set this back to the MasterCard. In addition, clients will also be able to select a default payment method from their own profile within the client web app. So as you can see right now, I'm again signed in as Robert. So I'm signed in as the client and we're within the client web app. So what I want to do to show this functionality from the client's perspective in the client web app is I'm going to go to the client's profile icon here, and then I'm going to go to my profile. Once there, I'm just going to navigate to billing. As you can see here, I'm going to click there. Then this looks very reminiscent of what we just saw in the staff view. So I'm just going to scroll down to credit cards, and of course you can see the same kind of functionality exists here where the client, they could select a default payment method as they wish, right? So again, it's already on MasterCard, but as the client, I could say, hey, maybe I want my default payment method to be the Visa. I can click on this, okay it. We're gonna see those same confirmation pop-ups come up, and that's perfect. And again, we have that same kind of functionality with ACH accounts. If they were to be added to the client's profile, they would also have the option to be a default payment method. So I'm just gonna go back and set that up, and then we're gonna go back into Wellness Living. All right, so we're back within Wellness Living in staff view underneath the client's profile, who is Robert. So as part of this improvement, staff will actually have the ability and functionality to choose different payment methods for memberships and passes that have a reoccurring payment on it, right? So what that means, as an example, maybe you have a membership that the client's being billed for monthly. Staff would be able to actually go into that and they can choose a different payment method for that membership, and then different memberships and passes can have separate payment methods on them. So let's take a look at that really quickly. So to show this functionality, I'm going to go to account, open that up, and then we're going to go to passes and memberships. So once that opens underneath memberships really quickly, you can see that we have a 6-month membership and a 12-month membership, sorry. And we can see that the 6-month membership is $60 every month, and the 12-month membership is $55 every month. So they have reoccurring payments on them. And if we shift our attention over to the right underneath payment method, of course, we can see the new functionality here. So right now, they both are set to default. And again, the default payment option is what we had just seen prior to. And it's right now underneath that MasterCard credit card that we chose, right? So that was our default payment method. So that's what it means when we see it here. From this, staff, what they could actually do is go to the pencil icon, and maybe a client wants to use a different payment method for a different membership, right? So maybe for the 12-month membership, they want to have it set to their default payment method, which is the MasterCard, as I said, but maybe they want to change it for the 6-month one. They want to have it on their Visa instead. So staff could actually go into here and they could select the Visa instead and click apply. And then there we go. So we would have 2 different payment methods on 2 different memberships. right? So great functionality to have. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to change this back to default. Then I'm going to change this to bill to account. So as we saw, I selected default for this one. So if default is selected, then the selected default payment method that was chosen will be used for automatic payments associated with the purchase item selected, in this case, the 6-month Untitled membership, and default being the MasterCard on the client's profile. So if there are no saved payment methods, then bill to account will be selected. If a family member or relationship on file pays for the client, then the default payment method of the relationship payer will be used. If no payment method is marked as default, then the last saved payment method will be used. And just as some extra information, if we click into the drop down again, we can see any kind of payment method that the client already has on their profile. So if they had different ACHs or different credit cards, it would also show up in this drop down. And as you saw, we have bill to account, which is also new and it's part of this improvement. So if bill to account is selected, then automatic payments associated to the purchase item are billed directly to the client's account balance. In this case, the purchase item would be the 12-month membership. So for this, this overrides any saved payment methods on file. If a family member or payor or relationship pays for the client, then it will be billed to the account balance of the relationship payor. If no payment method is on file, then it will be billed to the client's account balance. And then just as a kind of use case, say for example, we have a client who wanted to change their default credit card or ACH to another. Now they will have the functionality to do so, and staff will also have the functionality to do so on the client's behalf. Staff will also have the functionality to choose payment methods for relationship and session passes that have reoccurring payments, such as a monthly membership, as we just spoke about. So a client could have different credit cards or ACHs paying for different memberships and passes. There is even a new bill to account option as well, which we had just gone over. So as always at Wellness Living, we strive to create more variations and options that you, the customer, can use to best suit your needs. And I think this improvement will definitely help.